She had an enormous zest for life.
And her spirit is here so strongly. It's amazing.
Ann Evans devoted her life to founding and supporting many of Colorado's largest and most important cultural organizations. A true pioneer, her legacy is building all the things that last when the gold is gone.
She was the original startup girl, because the thing that's so wonderful is all her startups lasted, and not only lasted but increased in value.
She was very creative. There was nothing she didn't try, I don't think.
Ann Evans was the daughter of John Evans, the second territorial governor of Colorado. Born in London in 1871, Ann was educated in a small private school in Denver. The family home at 1310 Bannock is now the Byers-Evans Museum. A tomboy growing up, Ann loved spending time at the Evans Ranch in Evergreen.
When she became an adult, she could never understand why was that building down there when the views were at the tops of these lovely hills.
She longed for the day that she could build her own mountain home with this spectacular view. The cabin, built in 1910, is on the National Register of Historic Places. Young guests were quickly informed of the rules.
And then she said, but there's really only one rule. You must have fun.
And they spoke all the time about the wonderful summer events that took place here, whether it was just 3 people getting together and writing songs or a house full of 40 people with elaborate plays going on and circuses in the meadows and large all-day, sometimes 2-day treasure hunts on horseback that Ann Evans would write for them.
Ann developed an appreciation for art at an early age.
She was going to be a professional artist.
It was part of a woman's education to be sent to Europe, to learn about the culture.
She was on the board of what started out as the Denver Artists Club and eventually became the Denver Art Museum. And she announced that this was the happiest moment of her life. Great. As soon as she started getting involved in all of these organizational things, she stopped painting, apparently. Stopped painting.
Ann was very taken with Native American art. The Ann Evans collection of Spanish colonial art, donated to the Denver Art Museum, is part of the finest collection of its kind in the United States.
She was elected to be head of the Denver Public Library Commission. I think the only woman. She supervised the building of the first 8 branch libraries.
Her key project on the Municipal Arts Commission was the creation of Civic Center Park. Later in life, Ann's passion was directed toward revitalizing the Central City Opera.
Opening night in 1932, when Camille was produced with Lillian Gish, that morning Aunt Ann said to my mother, "Oh, I think you should go collect yellow flower petals, and we'll have you and a couple of your girlfriends scatter them down the aisles." And that started the tradition of the Central City Flower Girls and the Yellow Rose Ball.
She was passionate about getting things done. She didn't want credit for anything.
And I think that that's her spirit, is an indication of how she could identify with the human spirit and creativity, and that she valued that more than anything else.
I think it's everlasting. I think that the things that she helped instill for the state of Colorado will be here for generations and generations to come.